I popped a zit on my back and it landed on Lucas's exam for economics. Pathetic. Blink-182 and Silverchair. And Phoenix TX. Got a venue shut down by being naked and underage.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, it's true as well. I've thrown up quite a bit on stage. Hey, I'm Rody Walker. I'm the singer of Protest the Hero, and you're watching The Heavy Press.
So you guys are here on your 10th anniversary Casaya tour. Mm-hmm. Have you guys done anything since the release of that album?
No.
I was just going to say, I'm totally messing with you.
It's all good.
No, can you tell us a little bit about the latest thing that you guys have going on with Bandcamp and your whole subscription service?
Yeah, we're doing a subscription service.
Yeah.
Basically, it's called Pacific Myth, and it's an EP that's extended over 6 months, and on the 15th of every month, you, depending on what tier you are on, you get a song, an instrumental version of the song, all the lyrics and artwork and all that crap, and a 20-minute documentary about the creation of our last record.
That's awesome. That's really exciting. So what should people be expecting from the new music then?
More of the same old shit.
Yeah?
No,
But it will be, like, is it going to be different, like crazy different, or it'll be Protest the Hero?
I mean, it will certainly have the signature that we have been developing over the years, but it's also infused with a little new blood because it's the first time we've recorded with our new drummer, Mike Arati.
Yeah.
And he's sort of, bringing his own flair to it while also trying to accommodate our past.
For sure.
You know, we come from a much more skate punk past, and he comes from like a death metal, like kind of crap.
Yeah.
And we hate that.
Yeah.
So he's had to modify himself, but it should be interesting to see how the combination works. I mean, 2 of the songs are already out, so people can already decide for themselves whether they like it or not.
Exactly, yeah. Because the last album you guys were working with Chris Adler a bit too,
That's
right?
correct, yes.
Did he do any writing, or was he just kind of like more of a hired guy to work with?
Well, he was partially a hired guy, but it was another scenario where it was like the drums were basically written, and he just came in, learned them, and put his own flair on them. So, in a sense, he did do some writing.
Okay, cool. Now you
Not
guys.
enough to make points on the record.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Now you guys grew up, good old Whitby.
Yeah.
I grew up not too far from you guys.
Pickering.
Yeah, Pickering, right?
I knew that.
Exactly. I guess we talked about this, but I want to know, we're going to throw things back because here, we're going to pretend like it's 10 years ago because Casaya just came out.
Okay.
Well, even before that. Mm-hmm. What are some of your fondest memories of the shows back in the day? Maybe the first show you played. Who was it with? What was it like?
The first show we played Supernova Battle of the Bands.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was at Durham College.
Nice.
And, our set was comprised of mostly covers.
Okay.
That we just, stolen from Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. So it was
Nice.
they were covers of covers.
Yeah.
We didn't win, naturally.
Well, I guess it worked out.
They kept saying, you guys almost made the finals, but you're just a little too young.
But thanks for selling 500 tickets for us, and yeah.
And I think, 10-Foot Crutch. You remember that band?
No.
Christian kind of pop punk.
No.
Just god-awful. But I think they ended up winning.
Well, they're doing really great now, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think Not By Choice were in it as well. I'm sure that rings a bell.
I do remember them. Ajax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right, that's
exactly.
And, we learned a lesson the hard way that evening that Supernova and all those Battle of the Bands are a fucking scam.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
They convince children to go out and sell tickets, and they make money while none of the actual performers who are deserving of the money make any.
Exactly. No, it's true. Now, can you tell us about the original Casaya tour? Who was it with? What are some really fond memories of that?
Yeah, there was no real original tour. We did a Christmas tour where we played the album from start to finish, but it was just Southern Ontario.
Yep.
the Human Abstract were on it.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
love that band.
It was our first time like hanging out with them. Years later, one of their bassists would become our on stage guy and worked with us for years and years.
Cool.
And Arise and Ruin were on it. And I remember the tour pass. It said "Protest the Hero World Tour," which is funny because it was just Southern Ontario.
Yeah.
There's a picture of a naked man holding the world over his
That's
head.
fantastic.
And I remember it was particularly funny because one of the members of the Human Abstract is very religious.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't know that at the time, but we found out because he was taking a piece of tape and putting it over the penis of the man,
No.
like hiding his shame. So we printed like an 8x10 one, and we made him wear it around his neck.
Did you really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty good. Good stuff. I guess what do you expect, right? Tough times on the road. Now, what did Casaya, the album, kind of mean to you then, and what has it taken on a different meaning to you now? How has your perspective on that album changed?
I don't know if it's changed that much because I think at the time I sort of knew that it was the beginning of what was going to happen for us.
Yeah.
You know, whether it was we were going to be hugely successful or just meander through the years like we sort of have.
Yeah.
And I believe now that it is still the beginning. You know, it's where, like, we did a bunch of stuff before that. We've been together for 5 years, roughly, before that. And that still felt like the beginning. And it still does feel like the beginning. Everything that predates it was a joke.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's really cool to be back in this venue because this is where we played on that Christmas tour. And, you know, we saw the line around the block and we were going, what the hell is going on? Like,
Yeah.
when did this happen for us?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to be back in that same scenario. It's very nostalgic and a little...
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's the other thing, too, is when you guys started out, because you were young, you were in high school,
Yes.
and you guys were getting recognition on Much Music. Like, you had George Stroumboulopoulos
Yeah.
come to your school.
Yeah, that was really
What
cool.
the hell was that like for you guys at the time? Did that give you, I guess, a bit of an ego boost? But
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, not really, though. I
No?
mean, we were such goofs, and we still are
I
such
know,
goofs,
right?
that it was just like going through that awkward teenage phase. Like,
oh yeah, I saw you were looking pretty cute with your shaggy hair and your baby face.
So horrified, so horrified. I mean,
was awesome.
Yeah, like I've seen clips of that interview that George did with me. It was on my birthday, probably.
Yeah, because you were skipping school. I just watched it recently when I was looking you guys up. But
I just have this stupid way of speaking where I was going, I fucking hate it. I still do it now.
Oh, whatever.
But I hope that it's mitigated to a point where it's tolerable at this point.
I mean, we'll deal with it right now. It's okay.
I mean, I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
That's driving me crazy.
I don't notice. I personally don't notice. But that was awesome. And because, you know, you guys were so young, you were in high school, did you guys have a plan B? Did any of you proceed or, you know, pursue any post-secondary or anything?
Yeah, some of the guys have done like online courses and stuff like
Okay.
that. I personally haven't.
Okay.
I have zero plans. I've always had zero plans.
Yeah.
You know, like we didn't really even plan to do this. Initially, we were just like, oh, we want to play at the Dungeon in Oshawa. That would be really cool. That's the only goal we ever set.
Wow.
And then after that, we were like, well, that went pretty well. Like, I guess we continue.
Yeah.
And we did.
Cool.
And here we are.
That's awesome.
It's really a matter of convenience.
Well, unfortunately, you guys seem like you're kind of smart. So, I mean,
I don't know
college
that.
is like whatever, you can deal without it. Now, I want to talk a bit about your country songs that you've got out there on your SoundCloud. If I asked you 10 years ago when Casaya came out, hey, Rody, do you think you'll ever do like maybe a country album? What would you have said to me?
I probably would have laughed.
Exactly.
But
right.
knowing in my heart of hearts that I was a true blue country fan.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what is the feedback like on that stuff?
There's not much feedback, honestly. It's buried pretty deep.
One of them has 15,000 clicks on that, I noticed. Yeah.
That's a little horrifying for me to find
So,
out. 'Cause, I
yeah.
mean, like, most of them are just me writing and recording the stupidest crap as quick as I can and going, there.
I think
have
it's
it."
awesome. I got really into it. I think it's
you
fun
very
stuff
much.
to listen to, for
I
sure.
appreciate that.
Now, how has it been having all the guys back together for this tour?
It's been wonderful.
Yeah, you
I
guys
mean,
aren't like killing each other on the bus, or?
No, we never had anything like that. You know, we were always very. I've known most of these guys since the first grade.
Yeah.
You know, so it's been a really good experience. I think you know, Sunday when it's over is going to be really quite sad for me.
Yeah.
You know, thinking about it now, because when it's over, it's over and they're gone.
Yeah.
And you know, they'll probably never be back. So it's going to be challenging, I think.
Well, I guess we're lucky that we're here tonight, right? Throw this one on the old bucket list. But this is our last question. We ask everybody this. What advice, and you can say this to the camera, for all those fans out there that are you back in high school, what advice do you have for these guys trying to be successful in a band?
Don't start a band. Get a trade, go into the trades.
Unions.
Yeah, and learn how to fix someone's toilet or, finish a basement or something like that. It's probably better. You won't have as much fun, but you'll make more money.
A lot more money. Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome.